Hello, everybody. Welcome to the replay of this broadcast. And if you're watching live, hello, and thank you for joining me today. Let me switch this thing out and turn it around. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Not Run So Far. Congratulations. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Safari. Hey, Leon. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Green and Tasty. Thanks for joining me again today on Saturday. Hey, Scorpio. Awesome. My dad's a Scorpio. And my cousin. Hey there. Hey there, Tala. Hey, Brooklyn Fit Chick. Hey, Gears. Hey, everybody. Nice to see everybody checking in. Yes. Give us your name and where you are checking in from. So I don't know if you're on the same time zone as me. I'm East Coast. Hey D, hey there, hey Night. I don't know if you're on the same time zone. Hey Marco from Brooklyn. Yeah, my dad used to live in Brooklyn, Starrett City. Hey Cassandra from New York. That's right, that's where I was born. But I was raised in Jersey. Hey Cammie from Charlotte. Hey Cammie, yes, that's where my mom is, in Charlotte. Well, actually Rock Hill. West Coast in the house. Hey Texas. Hey, Erlen. Hey there. Hey, Nicole from Houston. Love it. I have never been to Houston. Thanks for sharing, Safari. Hey, Dad Sterling. Hey, Leon again. Hey, Orlando. We are thinking about planning a family trip there to Orlando next summer. I hope I make it. Hey, from Chicago. Oh, I love the Shy. I love the house music. I love it. Hey, Rhonda. Hi from Georgia. Hey, T. Griffin. Yep, I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia for about 9 years. Loved it there. Went to school in Florida. Then came back to Atlanta for grad school. Love it. So we have a full house today. So let me get started first by introducing myself. My name is Deanna Harris. I am a fitness lifestyle blogger. Hey, from Texas. Hey there. Hey, Rhonda. And if you see me lean in, that's because my eyesight is not as good as it used to be. And even though I have contacts, I need to lean in to see everybody. So I apologize for getting all up in your grill, okay? But I'm a fitness lifestyle blogger over at Femme, Fitale Fit Club. And it's basically the same name as my Periscope name, just add a .com, and therefore you'll see the blog. So, head on over there after this scope if you like and subscribe, or just check out some of the articles I have. This type of broadcast, hey Mark, will actually become a blog post on my blog probably later on this week. So today we're going to talk about why being skinny is not where it's at. Let's chat. Love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, C. Morty Race. Thank you so much. Hey, Mark. So, and I don't mean to mislead you with that title, because first and foremost, that is not a slight to those of us or those people who are naturally skinny. It's not a slight to those who are trying to reduce their girth or body weight or size. It is something that I am seeing more and more of, that I think people need to be more conscious of what they're really doing, which has me a little concerned. So before I jump into that, when you probably already know, but I'll just remind you, tapping the screen means we get these pretty little hearts that float up to the heavens. And if you tap the screen, you'll see what color heart you have today. It changes depending on when you join the broadcast. As I speak on this topic, if there's something that hits a chord with you, that resonates with you, send me some hearts. That is like, sending me a little bit of love and some encouragement. And it also lets me know you're getting into what I'm talking about. Also, if you feel so inclined, hey Kim, swipe to the right and share this broadcast on Twitter or with other of your Periscope followers. If you're on Android, swipe up and share. Oh, wow, mine is green today. I like purple. Yes, Safari. I do have colors that I go for, like you. Yeah, but I do love the green is gorgeous. Actually, all the colors are gorgeous. Even the brown. That reminds me of chocolate. So, hey there, Kim. So today we are talking about why striving to be skinny is not where it's at. So first and foremost, I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and I hope you guys, respond so we can interact. It's not just me talking directly to you, right? So what are some of the wildest things you have heard people do in an effort to lose weight or to be skinny? And I can share you some of mine, but some of the things I've seen and heard. But what are some of the things that you've seen or heard of people doing in an effort to lose weight? Just leave a comment and send that. Starve themselves. Exactly, Safari. I've heard of that. Starving. Exactly. Anything else? Because that can lead to other disorders, as we all know. Not eat. Exactly. Cottage cheese only diet. Exactly. Starvation, skinny teas, and wraps. Right. That's right, Scorpio. I do drink naked meat tea. But there's a time and place and an appropriate way to use it so that you are not abusing it. Diet pills, wraps, vomiting after eating. Yeah, that's a disease, Green and Tasty. Yeah. Diets in general. Yeah. Well, it depends on how you use the term or how you refer to the term diet. So it really just depends. Yeah. So I've seen some crazy, crazy things really as of late. Of some of what people are doing. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for joining us today. That I'm seeing that people are doing in an effort to lose weight or to get skinny. A couple of examples. The other day, we run an online fitness private group. A young lady in there was talking about she wanted to know what she could do and if she should cheat by eating a salad because she only had a banana and milk all day. All day. That's all she ate all day long. And even if you just sat around all day, you are not eating enough to sustain your body. Okay. Even when you're sedentary, your body needs calories so that your organs and everything can function, even your brain. Okay. So I didn't hear anything about her drinking water. I didn't hear anything about drinking teas. I didn't hear anything about any other way she was sustaining herself. Hey, Miss Lovely Pink, thanks for joining. So that's one thing I've heard. Another thing I've heard from a family member, they didn't eat breakfast, didn't eat lunch, but they went to Five Guys and got that big greasy burger and a big bag of greasy fries and ate that and said, oh, but I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet to lose weight. Yes. Hey, T. Layborn. Hey there again, Miss Lovely and Pink. So I'm on a diet to lose weight. So I just ate once a day and it was Five Guys and it was that big greasy burger. I mean, they came up in my house with it. And that's what they proudly told me. Yes, that's what they told me. Hey, exactly, Cammie. That look, right? That's the look I had. Like, what? So, and let's not talk about the wraps. Okay? Let's not talk about the wraps. Again, there's a time and place for everything. I think you're talking about those plastic wraps. Now, and that's their daily calorie intake and more in one meal, not nutritional at all. Exactly. Not only is it not nutritional, their body is gonna be starving and it's gonna hold on to everything they eat because it doesn't know when it's gonna eat again. So it's gonna counter or do it exactly the opposite of what they think they're trying to do. Right? And they're going to be grumpy. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be lethargic. Let's not go there with the wraps. Right. Well, okay. This is my opinion on wraps. Hey, Ashley Lynn. This is my opinion on those plastic wraps. For something temporary, instant, because you got to get into the certain dress for a certain red carpet or event or whatever you're doing, that's temporary. And, once in a while. But it shouldn't be a common practice. It shouldn't be something you depend on. It shouldn't be part of your daily regimen, right? Because all you're really doing is just getting rid of that excess water. You can drink water to flush out your water for people who think they can beat the system. Exactly. So, there's things you can do to get into that dress for that night, so that, so you can reduce bloat and things like that so you can fit. And the wrap can help. But that's really all it's for. Don't start depending on that as a workout routine because that's not what those plastic wraps are. Okay. And I've had people come inside my house with those and show me under a girdle or something. They had that plastic wrap around them plus that girdle thing. And that's what was supposed to keep them together. Hey, burpees for breakfast. Ooh, I hate burpees. So yeah, not for long-term results. Exactly. If you're doing that for some real temporary and not to be skinny, hey, yep, then, okay, fine. But for long-term results, permanent results, no, no. So I think the whole concept of skinny, whatever, we are taught that, right? I don't think we come out the womb worrying about our body size or whatever. We are taught that. I remember me and my cousin, my first cousin, when we were younger, I would get chastised and punished because I wouldn't eat all my food. Therefore, I wouldn't get dessert, right? Trim, Healthy Mama, great book, plan works. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Joy. Who is that? Joy. Hi, Joy. Thank you. But my cousin, who is a little bigger than me and had a better appetite than me, hey, Diva Curls, she used to eat all her food and then she would get dessert. So they were like, oh, Deanna, you didn't eat, so therefore you're not getting dessert. Get it from the table and no dessert. Okay, and I didn't eat all my food. And then later, when we grew up, everybody was worried about her weight because they were like, oh, you know, she's overweight, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, that's kind of how you raised us. You know, you kind of raised us that way. Or they would call me, you know, chicken wing or something. I don't know what they call me, chicken wing or something, because I was skinny and I ate like a bird. That was their thing. So, but they didn't necessarily make it, I mean, at that point, they did kind of make it seem like it was a negative thing. But as you got older, oh, girl, you're so small. I want to get small like you, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's just taught. You know, when you were coming up, what are some comments you've heard people make about being skinny? You know, now, when I moved to the South, when I moved to Georgia, the men there like you thick up, as they call it. Or thigh, that's thick thighs, thigh. So they like thick, you know, women with meat on their bones. But being up in Northeast or other areas, you know, people would get comments, or I hear people say things about being skinny. What things have you heard people say about being skinny, that you think makes people want to be skinny? I used to be called beanpole. Yeah. Hey, Tick Different. Yeah, I wasn't called that. I think I was called chicken wing or something. A little bird or something they used to call me. Why do you think people are striving to be skinny? What do you think has happened since we were growing up or coming up that makes us want to be skinny or strive to be skinny? Do you think it's our families? Hey, Skinny Ninny. Do you think it's our families? Do you think it's the fashion industry? Do you think it's television, movies, Skinny Minnie? Oh, yes. Divas and the Divine. Hey there. Thanks for joining us. I'm asking, right, we're talking about why striving to be skinny is not where it's at. So society. So we think society is saying it. Hey, yup. And right now we're discussing, I'm asking, why do you think people strive to be skinny? It's society, what's popular. Right. So do you remember Vogue magazine, all those Mademoiselles, all that? Too many comments said about being chunky or cute, but too big, exactly, from family and it hurt. I know that's right. They call you skinny as a compliment. Skinny man. Exactly. And I don't think our families meant to hurt us with comments like that. Oh, you're cute, but you're kind of chunky. You're chunky, but you still cute. You know, I don't know, or they really meant to hurt us with that, even though those words were cutting. And I know some of the struggles that my cousin went through from hearing certain words and references from our family members based off of her weight. So she's real sensitive about it. She's real sensitive. So 2-star Char, hey, thanks for joining us. So yes, I think it's society. My goal is to be healthy, fit, not skinny. Exactly, Safari. So I think, yes, it's society, it's the magazines. Because do you guys remember I used to love getting like Mademoiselle, In Style magazines, and all those magazines. You go in, a celebrity just had a baby. I swear, she may not have even had the baby 6 months. And they already going in on how she looks big. And I swear she had to still be a zero. Even with, you know, even after having a baby, the pressure is real. I have some cousins who are actors in Hollywood, and they tell me it's serious business. The pressure to be a certain size is real. So they go in magazine. Yes, we need to feel good first. Exactly. But I mean, 6 months after having a baby, you're expecting this woman to be a -0? I mean, you know, or whatever that size is. I mean, it was amazing how critics were like, oh, she looked like she gained some weight. Jessica Simpson, I remember they posted a very unattractive picture of her on purpose in these jeans on stage. And she said in those jeans, she was still a size 4, I think. But the way they angled it, they made her look big, and they were talking about how she's gaining all this weight. And she says, guys, I'm still a 4. I'm just not a 0. You know, she had a couple of kids. I mean, good geesh. I mean, like, it was really, really bad. You know, now the jeans looked like they were hiked up to here, so they weren't the most flattering, but bottom line, they were going in on her weight, and she's a size 4. Come on. I'm a size 8, 10. I fluctuate. So, and I feel healthy and fine with that. But she was a size 4, and the media was going in on her. So I think that has something to do with how we perceive ourselves, because that seems to be where it is. You need to be skinny in order to, you know, for some reason reach some kind of level or what have you, which I think is very ridiculous and it's very damaging. And here's why. I was doing some research, and for people who are naturally skinny, what they say is that sometimes people mistake being skinny for healthy. And that is not the same thing. You could be skinny fat. You could be skinny close to a heart attack. You could be skinny with high blood pressure. You could be skinny with high cholesterol. You could be skinny with disease, diabetes. As long as you're comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. Exactly how God made you is what I believe. That's what matters. But you could be skinny and still have chronic disease. You know that, right? You could be skinny and it doesn't mean that you're healthy just because you can fit into a certain size. You still could have a bunch of what they call, you could still be skinny fat. And one of the more damaging types of fat isn't the subcutaneous fat under your skin, but the visceral fat around your organs, right? So with that promotes disease. Yes, skinny and can't walk, one of my eggs. Boom. There we go. There, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Exactly. You know, you could still be skinny, can't, out of breath walking up and down stairs. You can't do one bicep with a 2-pound weight. You can't walking a block, you're out of breath because you're not healthy. And just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Real talk, real life example. Hey, Mrs. Lovely. Oh, you back. So real life example. One of my family members, slim, always been slim. She's always been slim all her life. People compliment her constantly about her being slim. She's in her 50s, constantly compliment her on being slim. She was having these headaches. And this one day, it got particularly bad. She started feeling dizzy. She drove herself to the ER. Oh, okay, you lost connection. No worries. I hope it's not blurry over here. But she was feeling bad one day, was feeling dizzy, went to the ER. So skinny people probably eat worse than overweight people. Exactly. She went to the ER. She's an appropriate weight. She was well within her BMI, body mass index. And come to find out, guys, she was this close to having a stroke because her blood pressure was so high, they couldn't even read it. The top number, I can't remember if it's diastolic or systolic. I always get them confused. But the top number was beyond 300. She could have had a stroke. She almost stroked out. Yep. Skinny. Nice, attractive, nice shape, nice size. You wouldn't have even thought about it because of her size. Yeah. She's skinny. So, and she was in the hospital for about a week. We constantly try to eat better to lose weight. They don't care what they eat. Exactly. Because they feel like, oh, I'm skinny. I don't have to work at it. I don't have to try because I'm at that size. But it's more than that. It's more than being at a size. It's about being healthy. And whatever size that's natural for you, whether it's an 8, 10, 12, whatever, that's what's natural for you and your body to maintain. And you know, some of that's based off genetics and of course your lifestyle. So, but find your comfort and find what works for your body. You know, we look at magazines. I look at magazines for inspiration. I do not look at magazines to copy or mimic because I know those people are airbrushed. I know those girls on the videos are, you know, they make them look real nice and good or whatever. Yep. And that's what I teach my daughters. Be healthy. Exactly. And that's the other thing. Our children are watching. Our daughters are watching. Our sons are watching. If I can't tell you ladies and men who are joining us today that if I hear one more again, some people in my family encourage their boys to only date skinny girls, I'm going to lose it. That's not right. Because, oh, you don't want her to get, because you know that's the best size she's going to be. So when y'all get married, she's going to get big. So, I mean, I don't see why that's a factor. But I actively, yes, Stephanie, I keep it real. I'm telling you what I have heard firsthand. I stress how that is unhealthy, not fattening. Yeah. That's a good one, Safari. We put a lot of stress on ourselves, though. You know, trying to live up to some false standard. You know, when, shoot, our families love us, you know, they only need the best. And some people just have, in our families and outside of our families, just have a different idea of what they think they're saying is helpful to us, right? And I do think our people say it to us out of love. I think they just don't know that they're hurting us in the process. But please, if you're raising sons and boys, you know, teach him to find a woman that's going to treat him right and treat him well. Yes, everybody needs to be attracted to their mate, but trust me, you fall in love with what's between their eyes, of what's up here, trust me, they will be attractive regardless, okay? Size, oh, get a small girl. Yeah, I think that's played out. I really do. And on the flip side, I think that puts a lot of undue pressure on women. And I'm kind of focusing on women on that because I, in my experience, haven't experienced it where a guy was told to get skinny or was striving to be skinny. All the guys that I know all strive to be muscular. And if they were skinny, really weren't really trying to stay skinny. They were trying to bulk up. So that's why I'm kind of, focusing this conversation on women. So another example, and this is a guy example, actually. I had a coworker, he petite, and he's actually very active. He kayaks, he runs, all these things. So he went running one day. Unfortunately, we have a disadvantage when it comes to that area. Exactly. We women naturally hold on more fat because guess what? Men are visual. True, men are visual, but men like curves. At least my man does. So find you a man that like your curves. And I know you do because you're married. So, but this is a real story. Another real story. Somebody called in the middle of my scope, y'all. Knit Nerd. Hey, Knit Nerd. So this is another real story. This gentleman, he's short though. He's about 5'4", slim. He's active, kayaks, he runs, all these things. He went running one day and he said his chest was really hurting. He said the run was really hard. He was having a hard time breathing and it was just difficult for him. He, the next day, somehow, I forgot why, he went to the doctor and he had a blockage. They had to go in, let me take that up screen. They had to go in and he had to get bypass, guys. He could have died out there on the sidewalk and he's skinny. He's predisposed to it. It's genetic. So even though he's small and he's active, I think it was high cholesterol. He's predisposed to high cholesterol because of his family. That's just what his makeup is, his genetics are. So long story short, whether you're skinny, medium, overweight, big, or whatever, constantly go get checked out. Oh, actually, he did go get checked out. He went and got checked out. For some reason, they didn't check that, and he didn't know that he was getting a blockage. A full blockage. So, but still go to the doctor and get checked out on a regular basis, at least on an annual basis. And women, you know, especially over the age of 40, go get, your breast exams. That's very, very important. I just lost a fellow Rattler, college mate, back in April because she found out she had breast cancer at stage 3. She beat it, but it damaged her immune system so badly that when she caught pneumonia, she didn't survive it, and she left behind three small children and a husband. So everybody, I don't care what size you are, please make that appointment today. If you haven't gone to the doctor in a couple of years, go and get checked out. Make sure that everything is working like it should be. So real quick, because I need to jump off this scope. What I've learned, I've always been the skinny one, so now people keep saying how great I look. Yeah, well, that was the thing. Oh, get them skinny so that when they do gain weight, it looks normal and they look good. And I get that, but I think that we all look good, right? So what I found is just because someone's skinny doesn't mean they're strong or have endurance. So I don't know why people are constantly, focusing on that. The other one is some people are trying to be skinny because they're not eating enough, which means you're actually doing more damage than good, right? So then some people, because of how poorly they're eating, hold on, let me turn this off. Yes. And my daughter wants to go outside. She can go outside and play. So also because people aren't eating regularly and eating enough to sustain their body function, they're confusing their metabolism. So their metabolism is all messed up. And you really, really, folks, don't want to do that. Other things, you can still, just because you're skinny, you could be skinny fat. But you could have the wrong or the bad kind of fat that is fat around your organs, which actually predisposes you to chronic disease, okay? That's not good. So just being skinny isn't enough. And if you are considered skinny, doesn't exempt you from going to get regular exams and everything like that. So in order to keep a positive body image and in order to be healthy, no matter what size you are, whether you big bone, medium bone, small bone, pigeon bone, eat healthy foods, as much fruits and vegetables as you can, and lean meats. We all know this, right? Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water a day to stay hydrated. That helps you get rid of that brain fog, gives you energy, and it actually can wake you up. So when you're feeling lethargic, you might be thirsty or dehydrated, right? So get active. Try to move at least 30 minutes a day. Do something challenging. Do something fun. You know, go gardening, go to the park with your kids, jump rope, go running, go to the gym, hit the weights. Whatever it is, just move. Get that blood circulating, right? Therefore, you will have a propensity to maintain a weight that is good for you and that makes sense for you and your body, right? So, the last thing that I want to leave you with, striving for skinny isn't enough. And it's not good enough. Stop starving yourselves. Stop taking crazy diet pills that, you know, are ruining your insides. You don't even know what it's doing to you, right? A lot of that stuff got taken off of the shelves because it was causing other damage, right? So stop doing all that. That is not necessary. Now, if you have special issues, go to your doctor and have your physician develop a plan for you. If your medical benefits cover it, hire a registered dietitian or a nutritionist to help you get the right foods in your body to help you, you know, your body function the best it can based on whatever ailment or chronic issue you're having. You know, go to the professionals. I believe in it. Go to the professionals. But let's all get off of this let's strive to be skinny bandwagon. It's killing us. And it's killing our esteem. It's killing our children's esteem, especially our young girls who are doing crazy things, trying to live up to this false standard. Even the ones that are shown skinny on magazines and in movies aren't skinny because they're, you know, photoshopping everything and making it look different and more appealing than what they really look like. And also, a couple good things I want to leave you with. Like I was saying, get more exercise, because I write down my notes. Get more exercise, right? Think positive. Always, you know, try to find the good in everything. Try not to get overburdened with the negative, right? So also, do you. Sounds basic, sounds simple, tap the screen if you feel me though. Do you. Meaning if that's your body size, and be comfortable in your own skin. People will pick up on, hey OHC, people will pick up on your confidence. People will pick up on the fact that you are walking around with your head up and you are comfortable in your skin. How many of us have seen that young lady come in a room and she might be, I don't know, size 16 or whatever. She's sharp, she's confident, she, you know, looks happy, and she's happy to be there. She, you know, she's not slumping around, whatever. And she just exudes that, she just has that glow, that je ne sais quoi, that something. And, you know, people are attracted to that. You know, had nothing to do with her size, had everything to do with the love from within, how she's comfortable in her own skin, and how nobody is going to tell her anything because she knows she is it, right? So if we just stop focusing on all of the other externals and focus on ourselves, you know, yes, are there things we want to work on? Of course. Do we sometimes look at ourselves and complain in the mirror? Of course. I do it all the time, right? But I also remind myself that this is how God made me, and he made me perfectly in his image. And that is what helps give me comfort in something that I might not feel, comfortable with. And another great thing is my husband also, gives me positive reinforcement. Whether I'm just sitting around, chilling like this, or whether I'm, got cleaned up to go out to dinner, whatever it is, he gives me positive reinforcement as well. And he isn't on that skinny bandwagon. And even if he were, too bad, because I ain't skinny. I ain't never going to be skinny. Hey, Lee, how are you? I'm so glad you caught my scope, girl. I'm about to sign off. This is the end of the scope, but you can't catch the replay. So, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. If there's any questions or anything else you want to talk about, let's get those out. He made me perfect, but I kind of messed that up. Oh, really? Okay, Safari. Uh-oh. I don't know what's coming next. Yeah, Haley. I don't know what's coming next. But if anybody has anything else, any last statements or comments they want to make about why striving to be skinny is not where it's at, feel free to leave it below. Or tell us if you're comfortable in your own skin. I'd like to know. I know I'm comfortable in mine. I had to, because this is the only one I get. So, there it is. Anything else, guys? Well, if there is nothing else for us to talk about, I'm just saying we can't make that an excuse to stay the same. Hey, okay, yep, you're right. Safari, you're right. If you know that you are carrying excess weight, and you can do that, excess weight or excess fat, determined by your doctor or professional or what have you, they can also help you, put you on a regimen to get you to a weight or a size that is normal for you. So your normal is not going to be my normal. We are different heights. We have different genetic makeup. We're made differently. So your normal is not my normal, right? So find your normal is all I'm saying. And striving to be skinny because in general people see other people that are skinny and they're told that's what's beautiful and that's what's pretty. That's not where it's at. Some of us may be predisposed to getting, maybe some of us are skinny, but because we drink, 2 liters of soda a day, we're blown up and we need to, do something, make healthier choices so that our body can get back to its healthy weight. That's all. I think we all have our own healthy weight and our own healthy size, and help figure out and determine what that is for you. And as long as you're eating well and you are, exercising, getting proper sleep, drinking enough water, and thinking positively, not carrying all the extra burden of stress, which can age you, which can also cause you to start getting that fat around your middle section, which can help promote chronic disease, help manage that stress. And that's a lesson I had to learn, to manage my stress better, because I can be a hyper bunny when I'm stressed, like, but that's something. So even though I'm my normal size, I might be carrying a little extra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Lovely in Pink, because of the stress. And stress will wear down your body. Stress, you will get, if you're stressed a lot, you will get sicker. I don't care if you're skinny, So, but to have a normal, fulfilling, active life, like I said, eat well, get proper sleep, try to decrease that stress, and be happy, enjoy the moment, stop complaining, people, about everything. I mean, yeah, you went in a restaurant and messed up your meal, but geez, you don't have to be so nasty. Oh my goodness. Stop complaining about everything. Find some joy. Get some joy. Whether regardless, just get some joy in the situation. And I think everybody will come down to a healthy weight that's just right for them. And we can all stop focusing on being skinny, and we can just focus on being happy, right? So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I really, really like talking to you guys. I am going to try to get on more, but it's just real hectic. So, I do the best I can. If there are topics you'd like me to talk about, go ahead. head on over to Instagram. It's Femme Fitale Fit Club, just like my Periscope name, and leave me a comment on some topics you'd like me to talk about. Or you could go on over to my Facebook fan page at Femme Fitale Fitness. Leave me a comment there on what you want me to talk about. Hey, Groove Radio. And I'm open. And if I am knowledgeable enough and have enough experience in it myself to talk about it, I will, okay? So everyone, and go out here and enjoy this beautiful Saturday, because it's gorgeous here. It's nice and sunny, because I'm about to do it. And thank you for watching. Much love. Many hearts. And until next time, we will talk soon. Bye.